Assalamualaikum and a very good morning I bid to our honorable lecturer, Madam Nur Hidayah binti Zaini, and to all my fellow friends. Today, we would like to make a presentation regarding to HR practices on performance management in Samsung company. And during this presentation, I will be accompanied by my team members, which are Nur Faizahani, Nur Ain Shahira, Nurul Fahana, and me myself, Nurul Izian. Throughout the presentation, we'll be explaining each section, which are introduction of Samsung, organization policies, performance management process, human resource procedures, and conclusion. Throughout the presentation, we'll be explaining each section, which are introduction of Samsung. Without further ado, let's start the presentation with an introduction. Samsung is a South Korean company that is one of the largest producers of electronic devices. Samsung is located in the capital of Seoul, South Korea. Samsung deals with its business in several sectors such as advanced technology, finance, petrochemical, semiconductors, and others. Samsung is manufacturing several latest technologies, electronic appliances such as mobile phones, laptops, tablets, television, watches, and others. Samsung runs its operation and sales in 74 countries, approximately with 200,000 employees in all over the world. Samsung has been recognized globally as an industry leader in technology and now ranked as a top 10 globally brand. The mission and values emphasis on Samsung is our promise to perform responsibly as a leading global company, which means the Samsung is committed to complying with laws and regulation as well as applying a strict global code of conduct to all employees. Samsung also believes that ethical management is not only a tool for responding to the rapid changes in the global business environment, but also a vehicle for building trust with its various stakeholders. And Samsung is determined to achieve its mission and values by using a simple business philosophy which focuses to devote its talent and technology to create a superior products and services that contribute to a better global society. Thus, Samsung sets a high value on its people and technologies, with an aim to become one of the most ethical companies, and Samsung continues to train its employees and operate monitoring system while practicing fair and transparent corporate management. Samsung also focuses in an expression of its commitment to CSR, as a world-leading company by announcing the 5 Samsung business principles, as the principles serve as the foundation for its global code of conduct in compliance with legal and ethical standards and the fulfillment of its corporate social responsibility, which is CSR. Inspire the world, create the future is the tagline of Samsung, as it is the essential concept that determines and dedication to leading technology, product and solution developments that empower societies around the world to create a better world full of richer digital experiences. Okay, for the history part in introduction section, I will tell a background story of how Samsung was founded. Samsung was founded in 1938 by Lee Byung-chol, a businessman who's passionate about business yet didn't have a chance to further his bachelor degree in Waseda University in Tokyo. Samsung at first was a trading company located in Sudong near Daegu City. During that time, the company's major business was production and distribution of groceries within the Daegu City. And the name of Samsung refers to TriStar or 3 stars in Korean language. Did you know that the company was founded with 30,000 won, which is approximately 104 ringgit Malaysia, and only 40 employees to work with him during that time? And not to forget that the word Samsung represents stability, reliability, and warmth. Samsung organizational structure is divisional, and the company is divided into several divisions, which are IT and mobile communication, consumer electronic, device solution, corporate management office, and advanced institute of technology. Samsung's corporate structure has the advantage of extensive support for product development, especially in terms of technology and innovation. Moreover, it is to fine-tune its strategies and operation based on market characteristics, as this is possible through the geographical groupings or divisions within the product type divisions, such as IT and mobile communication. However, I would like to tell about the additional information regarding to Samsung company during this COVID-19 pandemic, whereas the organization has to add one task force consists of members from HR, environmental health and safety team in each division in the organization structure, as they are aware of the employee safety. Other than that, they also has provided in-house screening clinics located in Hwasong, Suwon, and Gumi. Next, I will pass the presentation to Ms. Nur Faizahani to have a further explanation regarding to policies in Samsung.
Okay, for the organization policies on general human resource management activities, Samsung restructures towards hierarchical structures made by the current managerial orthodoxy. This is include an enlargement of job tasks with greater employee autonomy and managerial leadership to shape the more intangible aspects of the workplace, for example, beliefs, norms, and values. As Samsung increasingly competes with foreign firms, it has begun to realize that it must build competitiveness in its management and human resource management practices in order to succeed in the global marketplace. While in an environment where talent is scarce and external opportunities are plentiful, Samsung believes that employees will stay with the firm only as long as they feel that their contributions are valued and they are able to do meaningful work in a stimulating and challenging environment. In addition, every year in Samsung Sustainability Report, Samsung presents its management practices and results, offering examples of the KPIs used in each of the most important areas, which is the purpose of monitoring and analyzing the efforts to ensure that all businesses' activities are aligned with sustainable development. And Samsung Electronics identifies several key performance indicators with measurable data to guide innovations of employees in sustainability. Next, we move to Samsung's specific focus on performance appraisal system. In Samsung, firstly, the general manager decides the final grade in the performance appraisal and discloses the appraisal results. After the evaluations are complete, the manager meets the subordinates to discuss the result of the evaluation in order to outline their strengths and weaknesses. The manager tries to encourage the subordinate and together they look for ways to improve their job performance and develop their competencies. Other than that, Samsung invests heavily on employee systematic training and developmental programs to cultivate experts in marketing technology. With such efforts, Samsung plans to secure bright and innovative human resources who will lead the digital era. Thus, the evaluation of an employee's performance is based on the annual employee objective or key tasks and has to be evaluated objectively, accurately, and fairly. In doing this evaluation, favoritism has to be totally ruled out. It is essential that this evaluation be conducted in the presence of the needs of the employee, since this will allow the evaluator to identify the individual's shortcomings. As a result, it will give a great chance for the person in question to take corrective action in order to improve those areas of deficiency. It is strongly advised to seek advice and encouragement regarding performance improvements. There are 5 areas to be considered for evaluation, which are work knowledge and ability, work habits, work attitude, work performance, and personal characteristics. Because the management environment is changing rapidly, securing and fostering outstanding human resources are the essential factors in reinforcing the company's competitiveness. This is extremely important to operate a human resource management strategy across the entire spectrum, from recruitment to management and to foster human resources. The most crucial information to know is that Samsung still use the traditional method of performance appraisal. For instance, the employee's performance is evaluated based on their achievement in the specified period, whether they are able to meet their target or not. For the upcoming part, I pass to the next presenter, Nur Ain Shahira, to explain the Samsung's performance management process.
Alright, now we move on into the next part, which is performance management process. In this performance management process can be referred as ongoing process by which manager and employees work together to plan, monitor and review an employee's work objective and also overall contribution to an organization. In this performance management process have 6 elements. First is prerequisite, second is performance planning, third is performance execution, fourth is performance assessment, next one is performance review, and the last but not least is performance renewals recontracting. Firstly is prerequisite. We have two kinds or two types in here, which is company culture and mission of Samsung and also their strategic goals. In the company culture and mission of Samsung, it's based on the fact that the company is nothing but people first. Samsung believes that everyone is a talented person with a unique competencies and potential, and that each one is a driving force moving in the world. Therefore, Samsung made human resource management one of its 3 key management initiatives under its Vision 2020, which is inspiration for a future society, the creation of new future. The next is strategic goals. In Samsung, prohibited discrimination due to gender, academic background, race, and age. Which is Samsung also observe all laws and regulation in the countries and also the local communities where we are carry out businesses and respect the right of all employees. In addition, Samsung encouraged the self-development and creativity of talented people from around the world and aim to strengthen the diversity. Furthermore, Samsung support performance-based compensation so that the company can always achieve the very best result for their all employees. Continue into the next part, which is the performance planning. In this, we have management talent program. Management training program is an 18-month fast-track performance that prepare a high-performing young talents program. Like yourself for the future leader of Samsung, businesses based on result, behavior, and also developmental plan. At Samsung is very committed to create a culture of a true global leadership in a passionate and creative work environment. This is the beginning of all things possible at Samsung. So Samsung are on the cusp of the next chapter of their history. So, in the management talent program, this program is a structured rotation program across of Samsung business unit, whereby offering an unparalleled opportunity to gain hands-on experience with a global standard of excellence. And as you can see, this is the quality Samsung look for, which is excellence, academic track record, fresh graduate or maximum 1 year of working experience is preferred, active involvement in extracurricular activities, strong leadership and analytic skills, well-developed communication and written skills in English, Malay, and also Chinese, and last but not least is highly proactive attitude. Here we go into the performance execution, which is the assessment and selection of candidate Samsung. As you can see, conduct its STAR Samsung talent review session in association with its EDP, which is the expertise development process. The STAR sessions are a comprehensive talent nurturing process that support employees in designing an individual's career path and establishing a clear vision with the supervisor. Through this process, employees can apply for various human resource development programs, for instance like MBA, academic training, regional expert class, or even job expert course. So this is the assessment and selection process that Samsung implemented. Now I will further explain about the performance assessment. In this performance assessment, we have 2 content here, which is Samsung use a traditional system of performance appraisal. They follow the system of target versus achievement, wherein every employee is given a specific target to achieve in the beginning of the month. This target may vary from an increase in the market share or even an increase in the total sales. Secondly, is Samsung used the absolute standard approaches, which is according to the Lunenburg 2012, provide a detailed descriptions of the actual behavior which is necessary for effective performance. Specifically, Samsung used checklists were a common method in the absolute standard approach of appraisal. At least this is the last component that been practices on the performance management process by Samsung. Performance evaluation. Samsung conduct achievement evaluation on the annual performance of employees according to the goals established by the employees themselves. It then use the result as a basis data in the rewarding, promoting, developing, and selecting leaders. To manage their performance, in the company conduct achievement evaluation in terms of work process and also result as well as competency evaluation with respect to the individual competencies and career management, which ultimately reinforce the organization competencies. On top of this, Samsung would have to ensure that the fairness of all evaluations. Performance management consists of 4 steps. Firstly is the setting goals. Second, the interim regular interviews. Third is evaluation. And the last is interviews based on the result. Furthermore, every evaluation is processed through a computerized system. Also, if an employee is not satisfied with the evaluation, they can be re-evaluated after lodging a formal objection. Today, Samsung are continually improving the evaluation process by providing manuals and regular training for evaluators to ensure absolute fairness.
Now, I will present about HR practices by Samsung. Samsung is known for care about its employee. They give more preference to their employee. Samsung develop and successfully implement high-performance work practices, particularly those concerned about with job and work design, flexible working, resourcing, employee development, reward, and giving employee awards. These are the following practices are done in the Samsung. Firstly, people value in Samsung. Samsung give value to people whether they are their customer or employee. Samsung has maintained the culture of the organization and keeps the environment in which people come to Samsung and show their high level of commitment. Samsung made it easy for the people to do a business or work with Samsung. They are investing their all effort for customer needs. HR is involved in the placement, evaluation, and reintegration of employee. Second is investing in people. Samsung has developed a lot of courses for Samsung employees to learn and give the opportunity to go outside to learn. For example, the designer center staff can go abroad or have a chance to work with more talent or the famous talent. There are 307 designers in Samsung Design Center. Samsung company give the employee a chance to go to the best design school in United States. As a result, there are designed more than 700 pieces of product model each year. Samsung Electronic win 5 awards in Idea Competition Industrial Design Excellence Award, which is as many as Apple company. Third is employee development. Samsung is creating programs to improve the quality of the work environment in the organization. Samsung is in that environment where talent is scarce. That's why they appreciate their employee for their contribution and their work on the development of employee because they analyze the deficiency that their company needs employee development programs which are necessary to survive in the market. Fourth, we move to diversity and inclusion. Samsung has a diverse culture. People with different backgrounds are connected with it. Samsung has maintained its culture and norms in such a way that everyone who is working there feel that company value to them. As an employer, Samsung has around 126 nationality with 58 nationality among their top 1,000 manager. Samsung is an inherently diverse organization. They have consumers from many different culture and background, and diversity in their workplace help them better understand and respond to their needs. Samsung approach to diversity is to focus on building an inclusive culture in order to make everyone feels that they are valued, sense of belonging and unique. Employee feel ownership, and then employee show commitment toward the organization. And lastly is respecting right. Samsung has maintained labor right and dignity and respect of their employee. They seek to ensure that the human dignity and labor right of their employees are maintained. Samsung Code of Business Principle embodies their commitment to human rights. Next, effective performance management system. An effective performance management system ensures that individual and teams' goals are aligned with organizational goals so that performance at both individual, teams, and organizational level are enhanced through effective implementation of human resource management practices. These two are such of the example. First is Samsung strive for high performance. A clear line of sight exists between the strategic goals of the Samsung organization and those of its department and employee at all levels. Management define what is one in the shape of performance improvement. Set goals for success and monitor performance to ensure they are achieved. Leadership from the tops engender a shared belief in continuous improvement. Focus on promoting positive attitude, which leads to the development of a motivated and committed workforce. Performance management processes are aligned to the objective of the organization to ensure the people are engaged in achieving high standard of performance. Capabilities of people develop at all levels to support performance improvement. People provide with opportunities to make full use of their skill and abilities. People valued and rewarded according to their contribution. Second, we move to the high commitment. The development of career ladders and emphasize on trainability and commitment as highly valued characteristic of employee at all levels in the Samsung organization. A high level of functional flexibility with the abandonment of potentially rigid job description, the reduction of hierarchy, and the ending of status differential. Reliance on team structure for disseminating information, structuring work, and problem solving. Job design which increase the intrinsic satisfaction derived from work. New forms of assessment and payment system. High involvement of employee in the management quality. Management treating employees as a partner in the enterprise who have a voice on matter what the concern on them. Establishing a mutual understanding of what is to be achieved and a framework for managing and developing people to ensure that it will be achieved. That's all for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, Samsung is a key factor of the development and capturing international market and also making them as the second largest industry in IT company in terms of its revenue in the world. Samsung succeeds in managing all the employees by ensuring them get adequate training and facilities. The relationship between the management and employees are affected with work environment, whereas the employees can fully display their competencies and their own distinct personalities talent in a free and creative way in order to boost employees' engagement and boost productivity and making them as a part of the organization culture. It also helps the employers in guiding their employees to achieve their goals. I think that's all for our presentation in Samsung. Thank you for listening and Assalamualaikum.